So the question is, who is the best chosen one, right? This is my list, and this is exactly what was also posted on this post, right? Let's go with this first. Now, don't get me twisted. Everybody on this list is a goated character. Anakin Skywalker, you got my boy Aaron Yeager, you have Harry Potter, and you have my boy Atreides. Now, here's the thing. What all of these guys have in common is all of them had a fucked up childhood. All of them had a fucked up life. Out of everybody on this list, though, only two of them actually went evil. Harry Potter went crazy for a little bit, but he got pulled back together, and then, he came and pulled everybody together himself after he became king. Now, when we're talking about goated characters, though, with just the list that we have in front of us, Anakin Skywalker. You gotta really look at his story and understand this man was being manipulated from day one due to because of how fucking goated and how much midichlorians that he had. Mind you, started off his life as a slave. Born and started his life off as a slave. He then goes to the Jedi Order after being found out that he has all these, basically he's like the strongest of the strongest characters inside of the lore. Gets manipulated and used by not only the Jedi Order, but by a fucking Sith Lord who is pretending to be a fucking senator, then turned chancellor. Get into the second movie, where literally, if you look at it, he's being trained and being manipulated right then and there. He's now stronger, but he's still naive. Happens. You get into the third movie. This motherfucker is in the peak of his entire career at this moment. General, best pilot, all of that. Now he's married with, got children on the way, secretly, but still. One of the greatest duels happened inside that movie. If it wasn't for the plot, he could have killed Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I promise you that. On God, he could have killed Obi-Wan Kenobi. But of course, have to have the story of Vader, so gets fucked up. Becomes Darth Vader. Goated fucking character. Was running through motherfuckers' lives like it was just candy, bro. Inside of the movies. And he was on a good start. But what makes him great is that he finds out that his son and daughter both live. Tries to convince his son, hey, turn to the dark side with the rulers, stand together, kill the emperor, whatever. Son ain't going for it. He's like, my father was a Jedi. Woo, woo, woo. Cool. He sacrifices himself to save his son's life, which in order helped Luke bring balance back into the Force at that moment. So, he overall is the go-to character out of this entire list. But whatever you say, you can't tell me that Percy Jackson is not a fucking chosen one. You wanna know why? Because book 1 literally had 3 days. Didn't even know who his dad was until he got to Camp Half-Blood. On the same day that he got there, they got a prophecy saying that Buddy was the one to go ahead and start to fucking kill Kratos. Not Kratos, but Kronos. I'm sorry. Bad. Then, not to mention, during that time process in the first book, he had 3 days in order for him to get back to Camp Half-Blood because the veil was starting to break. First feat, he took down a fucking siren. The next feat, he sat there, was in Las Vegas for like 3 days, so fucked up the times of the solstice. And was able to get up out that joint by himself with the crew. But I'm also going a little bit further ahead. Go back a little bit into the book. He kills Medusa, uses her head to fuck up his stepdad. Because his stepdad was an abusive drunk. We'd love to see it. Then in the process of that same fucking book, guess what also what he did? Took down a fucking bull that ran into Camp Half-Blood. You go into the rest of the series and even the spin-off series. When he fights Kronos, literally by himself had a whole army in New York fucking some shit up. Bro, y'all can't tell me that man's not the GOAT. He chose not to become a god. And he could have. Come on now. That's great power. I'm not done with the glaze. You want to know why I'm not done with the glaze? Because simply fact, Percy Jackson literally fucked up the entire game for like 12 books, bro. 12. Motherfucker went missing. That same cover that you just saw, Buddy went into another fucking camp. He went into the Roman camp and brought these niggas together to go ahead and kill Kronos again. Jupiter was on some straight bullshit, boy. I'm talking about these motherfuckers was on some straight bullshit. When I tell you that already at this point, I think Percy Jackson's like 17. Mind you, this motherfucker ain't even hit 28 and this motherfucker is a GOAT. So what are you talking about? My man's went through some shit. He went through hell with his shorty. With Annabelle, bro, he went straight Annabelle, he went straight to hell for her, boy. What are you talking about? This motherfucker is goated. Switched it lies with Jason and was able to get shit done. The business was booming.